Hello everyone, my name is Sanjeev Garg. Welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to discuss about one of the most important design principle in object oriented programming. So that is SRP, single responsibility principle. So we will discuss what the SRP is, why it is important, and walk you through a simple code example easy to understand. So let's get started. Okay, so what SRP is, single responsibility principle states that every class should have a single responsibility or a single reason to change, or in other words we can say that every class should be doing only one thing only. Okay, why it is important? Because if a class has one responsibility, then it's easy to maintain, easy to clean, or easy to modify the code. It also reduces the chances of the bugs, because one part change in one part of the code would not unexpectedly change the other. Okay, so let's take the example. Let's say you have the you are maintaining the employees data. Okay, so we are taking an employee class in which you are storing the employee data, you are calculating the annual salary of the employee, and you are also maintaining the employee data. Let's say in this employee class we have private string employee id. Okay, private string employee name. Let's take another variable as well, private double employee salary. Okay, so now what we will do, we will set we will generate the constructor and we will set all the values, employee id, employee name, and employee salary. So now we have a method that will calculate annual salary of employee. Okay, so void calculate annual salary. Okay, annual salary. Okay, how you will calculate the annual salary? Okay, it will return annual salary, it will return the annual salary of the employee. Okay, simply return salary, employee salary multiply 12. So it will return the annual salary of the employee. And let's say now you are storing the data as well, public void store employee data. Okay, so now system dot out dot println print, you can say storing the employee data in file. Let's say employee id, employee salary, employee id, employee id with employee id. Okay, so now you are storing the employee id here in the file. Now let's make the driver class for this class, employee main public static void main string args. Just simply we will make the object of employee is equal to new employee. Okay, in which we have the employee name, employee constructor, employee id, name, and the, let's say this one is the name is Sanjeev, and salary is, let's say, 10,000. Okay, simply employee dot calculate annual salary. What we are doing, it will return the annual salary in annual salary double annual salary. System dot out dot println. So employee ID is in string, so we will take in string 1. Salary of employee. So annual salary of employee. After that we can also store the employee data. Okay. Let's take it print ln. This also take print ln. Okay, so at the first glance if you see, it's the correct. Okay, so but if you see in employee class, we are storing the employee details. Okay, and we are calculating the annual salary, and also we are storing the employee data into the file. Okay, let's say over the time we want to store the employee details in the database as well. So in that case we will need to change the logic here. Okay, another one is, let's say if there is we are calculating the annual salary just simply by multiplying this 12. Let's say we want to change the logic to calculate the annual salary, then also we have to change this logic here with this logic in the class basically. So this class has a 3 responsibility. So what SRP says that a class should have single responsibility or single reason to change. So what we will do now to follow this as a SRP, let's say make it let's say make a class salary calculator. Okay, salary calculator class will have this method calculate salary. Okay, so we will move this method to this class, and it will take the employee object employee, and we have the employee dot get salary. We will have the employee dot get salary, so we have to make the getter for all the 3. So okay, so get salary, calculate the annual salary. Now we can calculate the annual salary here, so there is no need to here. So we have already removed. Now for this storing, we can make another class store employee data. In employee data we have this method. Okay, so this method will come here. It will also has the employee object and the employee. So here we have the employee dot get employee ID. Okay, so now if you see, if you want to change this salary calculation logic, so there is no need to change in this employee class. Okay, so if you want to change the logic to store the employee data, let's say if we want to store this into a database, there is no need to change in the logic salary calculator logic, or there is no need to change in employee class. So every class has one responsibility. So we can use this class for our salary calculation. Let's say this is salary calculator object is equal to new salary calculator, and object dot calculate salary, we have to pass employee. Okay, now we can run. Okay, so annual salary, we have passed the employee here, it will return double value, so we have to get this value double salary equal to system dot out dot print salary is salary. Okay, so salary is this one. Similarly, we can use store employee data, employee data equal to new employee data, and employee data dot store employee data, and we have to pass the object of the employee. So now just simply run this program. Okay, so if you see, first is salary is this one, and storing the employee data in the file with employee ID. So we can keep the space, and we can add the print ln here, so for the more readability. So if you see, each class has one responsibility. So this is the main concept behind the SRP single responsibility principle. It's now easy to make code readable, more manageable, and the code is more flexible. So that's all for today for the SRP. So if you like this video, please do subscribe and like my channel. Thank you guys.